So, on the line of the project you're working on, you're also a judge for the Sprite Uncontainable contest.
Yay.
You've been doing that for a few years now, right?
Since it started 4 years now.
How has that helped your career, and what have you seen that you've been able to learn from?
Every time I do the Sprite Uncontainable, I get a very, very good reminder of where I come from. You know what I mean? Because I get to meet the guys who just want the deal. I get to meet the guys who just want to get on. I get to meet the guys who all they have is talent. They don't have that much information. They don't have much direction. They don't have that many contacts. They don't have a plan. All they know is that they can rap. You know, and every time I have to judge those people, I always look at them with that reality in my head that, yo, this is where I was 2 years before I bumped into Toomey and we decided to make an album. You know, that helps you know or helps you understand what you need to look for in an artist. Because at that point in time, it's like a lot of people can rap, but not a lot of people are going to be good artists. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most difficult part, is to find a good artist, you know, because I've picked the best rapper of the lot in the past 3 years, and they haven't really taken that journey further than winning. You know what I'm saying? Because really for them, they were just rappers and they just wanted to win a rap competition. In this particular situation, you find yourself in a place where you realize there's people who want to have careers and want to have a living and want to be successful rap artists just like myself and others, you know, and those are the type of guys that we're looking for now. You know, being a part of this competition has at least now taught me that I need to find those guys, because the other guys are just entering a competition. You need to find someone who's going to win this, get the media and run with it, and hopefully end up bringing their own demo to Sony, you know what I'm saying, or bring up their own demo to freaking, you know, I don't know, Cash Time, wherever, you know what I'm saying. But we're looking for people who are on their way up and not people who are just like, I can rap.
All right.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our last question. Especially over the last year, there's been a big debate over if South Africa needs to bring in international acts to sell tickets. Right now, the Sprite Uncontainable is bringing them up deep as a headline act. How do you feel? And let's not forget, we actually had a complaint at the last Channel O and X event.
Yes.
About how you're treated backstage.
Yes.
What are your views on that, man?
I think my views are very simple. Booking an international artist to come and perform, I have no problems with that. I have no problems at all. Booking an international artist amongst local artists and not realizing the value of the local artist is what I have a problem with. Only because there's an international artist.
Yeah.
So on the day, especially because I'm a part of the company that's actually doing like the bookings and so on and so forth, if on the day any one of us from our team decided to not respect KO's wishes, and that's based on what he asked us for, what he wants us to do, purely because there's another international in the room, I would be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? That would be very, very disrespectful. That's number one. I think the inequality is the problem. You know what I mean? Making sure that there's a division, a separation. Even on the day, we're going to break that whole wall. You know what I mean? This is an international artist who's coming to South Africa, and he has to meet the South African artists, because these South African artists are great South African artists. Yeah. And frankly, they're probably bigger than them in South Africa right now as we speak. You know, but we respect their value as internationals, and as long as they respect our value as locals. And so that's the thing, is to take away that curtain. That's my biggest problem, is people like to put up that curtain between the international and the local, as if they are not all artists, or they are not worthy, you know, to be in one room. Whereas it's very, there's a lot of people who are probably going to end up coming to see the Mobb Deep concert because there's KO's name is there. But they're going to want to see the Mobb Deep concert because Reason is there. You know what I'm saying? So we treat them with the same respect. The only reason why Sprite does it, though, and the reason why we support it, is because their whole theme is around authenticity. You know, the authenticity of the dancers, the authenticity of the graffiti artists, the authenticity of the MCs. And so they like bringing back a throwback of authenticity, you know, to the crowd, authentically in Soweto, you know what I mean? As opposed to taking it to the Dome or taking it to somewhere fancy. We bring them to the authentic version of what South African perspectives is, which is Soweto, which is the hood. And we put together the show there to celebrate authenticity. That's the only real reason. But then we package it with current authenticity, which would be a Reason and a KO and so on and so forth. But the main thing here is to not treat anybody lesser because someone else that you value as more important is in the room. I think that's the biggest problem that we need to deal with from the back end.
All right.
Yeah.
No, thanks, man. I appreciate that time.
Respect.
Thanks for hooking up with us. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, family.
All the best.
Holler, holler.
All right, dope.